Good morning and welcome to Love Every Moment, coming to you today from Manassas, Virginia. Today's verse is Titus 1:12. One of themselves, a prophet of their own, said, "Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, lazy gluttons." This testimony is true. For this reason, reprove them severely so that they may be sound in the faith. Now, in last week's verse, and I have the link up here, we found out that there are rebellious men who are causing strife and division within the church, and it's part of the elder's job to silence these people and get them dealt with, hopefully by convincing them of God's truth, but if not, resorting to excommunication or other means as necessary. So here's an example within the secular world. One of themselves, a prophet of their own. It's actually a poet a few centuries earlier named Epimenides, I think, and he was from Crete, so he himself was a Cretan, and he criticized his own people by saying they're lazy and gluttonous and so forth. And the idea is that if this secular person can criticize his own people, then we should as well. To give it a more contemporary feel, consider the secular person Bill Maher. He's a commentator and a comedian who is a very well-known and committed Democrat and very liberal, but he is famous for criticizing the extreme parts of his own party, saying, hey, you folks are taking it too far, pull it back, let's moderate the party and so forth. Very well known for that. So if I could put it in more modern terms with this contemporary example, I would say, see, even this secular person knows that he has to rein in the party, right, to make it better. So you, Christian elders, need to rein in the extremists who are taking Christianity beyond what it should be. That's what verse 12 is saying. Now, verse 13 says this testimony is true. So what we're saying about reining in people, that's true. For this reason, reprove them severely so that they may be sound in the faith. Now, the reprove them severely, we need to see what a process might look like. Remember that if they fall into the hands of God for discipline, God's discipline can be pretty severe. So if we can rein them in before God has to deal with them with a strong arm, it's actually going to be a lot better for them. And the whole idea is to bring them back to love and fellowship. Let's look at Galatians 6:1. Brethren, if anyone is caught in any trespass, you who are spiritual, restore such a one in a spirit of gentleness, each one looking to yourself so that you too will not be tempted. That's the whole idea. Restoration. Let's bring you back into fellowship, bring you back into the fold with love and humility. But let's also look at another example. In Matthew 18:15 through 17, Jesus himself says, if your brother sins, go and show him his fault in private. If he listens to you, you have won your brother. If people could do just this one step, it will save a lot of grief, because a lot of times somebody, hurts my feelings, but then I don't come to him. I'll go to, gossip about him to somebody else. That should not be the first step. We should go to that person directly, and hopefully we'll get our act together and be in better fellowship together. Verse 16, but if he does not listen to you, take one or two more with you, preferably elders, so that by the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every fact may be confirmed. So we're going step by step. Verse 17, if he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. And if he refuses to even listen to the church, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Basically some sort of ostracization or excommunication. It's better to have him out of the church. You still love him. You still want him back, but he can't be in if he's going to cause strife and division. Folks, let's choose to love every moment, because then we're going to love every moment. I'm your average wretch, and I hope you have a great week.